unlikely, but let us begin.
Keep going. Keep going.
So, how are we going to do this? Build townhouses since we can't build anything else. Marketplace, of course.
Stand ready.
And then barracks and archery range. Although I'm only going to want the archery range for a bit, and then I'm probably going to want another building for economy.
We've completed this one. This structure's ready.
We're under attack.
So, what's the theme of this battle since I've not built a barracks or an archery range yet? Well, the theme is I'm not allowed to recruit any units. All I'm allowed to do is use heroes, because we are using, which I might show at the end of this battle, the legendary heroes
We've completed this one.
version of the game. So normally I'm playing on skirmish, which if any of you watch my what's the word?
Well, I imagine this is just
My beginner's guide.
ceremonial position.
I was talking about how the different game modes. One exists where you play with legendary heroes, so all your heroes get super strong, but other units kind of get ignored. That is pretty much what this is going to be. I should be building farms. I shouldn't be building ranger tent. I should be building farms because with the farms I can get the grand harvest. I'm actually going to not get that first. I'm going to get Denethor, because Denethor is a really good hero for this kind of battle. With these two units, yeah, that's it. These are the only two units I'm allowed to make.
I had the loveliest dream last night.
And you can see Pippin here. He's just slashing away, killing everything. Melee damage 240. I don't believe Pippin normally has that damage. I might just have to go back and figure out. Oh yeah, I remember those days in BFME 2, free building. It did annoy me a lot. So, we're up against Mordor. So the biggest problem we're going to have in this is we're going to need Gandalf. I'm going to need him really quickly. Best way to get Gandalf is to take the outpost, build 3 heroic statues, and then just sit and pray that we don't lose it too quickly. Another thing is just building towers everywhere. That's always a guaranteed way of just stopping problems. But instead, I'm going to build a border guardhouse because I'm planning on getting Imrahil as well. Even though Imrahil's main focus is buffing all other troops. So yeah. Get some towers. Get the workers' tools, and we'll soon be getting the barracks so we can get Beregond. Beregond's going to be another important hero because we need to find... Strider might be a better choice. Yes, Strider is good. He's very good against enemy heroes, but to be fair, so is most of Gondor's roster of heroes. I don't really find need for Aragorn a lot. I get him because he's fun to have, and I'm going to get him because he has heal, and he's a hero. But if I had to choose between Gandalf and Aragorn to deal with Mordor in particular, I would personally choose Gandalf. Just because Wizard Blast on... get those farms built up. So the plan we're getting is the Grand Harvest. Now, for those of you who have seen me play Gondor before, you'll know I never build farms. So you know it's got to be important that I'm actually building farms. Because, yeah, Rangers I normally build this so I can get the composite bows. They have a bit more defense to themselves. But I'm actually going to get the Grand Harvest because... Actually, I'll get that later. It is only a... It's only a 5% increase in productivity than any normal settlers or workers' tools gives. So I will go for that first. Don't get that. Barracks. Get Beregond out here.
There they are. What should we do? This structure's ready.
What time is it? It's past the 5-minute mark. I'm thinking, once we pass the 5-minute mark, I'm going to send these 2 units into here. The only reason I didn't do it to begin with because I didn't think about it at the beginning. That I could actually just shove my units into the base and get rid of them.
There was this large barrel full of pipeweed.
Okay, we're past the 5-minute mark. Units get sucked into the base. Now, one thing we could do is go for try and find the ring. We've seen no troll cage yet, so we're still fine. I'm going to tax abatement on this building here because I want to dismantle this one building and make it into a signal fire so I can get Aragorn. Yeah, as I said, I want to build statues, but they don't exist on camps. They intentionally remove them from camp starts to prevent this kind of thing from happening, which really triggers me in some ways. It's actually my first Edain video back was me testing out playing all heroes, or at least going for very cheap heroes very quickly. But it turns out you can't do that because you can't get heroic statues on a camp start. I believe you can get them on a castle start though. So I could have done it on a castle start, but castle starts are very difficult with heroes only because the AI you're playing against is more likely to be able to make siege. Let's get Boromir out next. Have Denethor to protect our rear. Aragorn, you're gonna be minorly useful until you get to level 10, because then your ability affects all heroes as well, which will make you really good. Oh, Mouth of Sauron, we need to get on that. I can't have Denethor fighting an enemy hero. He will die miserably. And I believe if Denethor attacks from in this tower, he still summons troops. Oh my god, yes! Oh yeah. The Denethor eating. But yeah, Denethor in this tower, he's just summoning troops passively. That's busted.
It's long since we had any hope.
He's probably the strongest hero to put in one of these towers. You know what's funnier? In Age of the Ring, you can actually put Treebeard in one of the guard flats. You can actually put Treebeard in a guard flat, and I find that hilarious.
So quiet.
Pippin, I'm going to put you into the tower. So you're safe. Denethor's doing well. Increase attack speed but lower, not range attack speed, speed stance.
I know who rides with Theoden.
I know who rides with Theoden.
So quiet.
You know nothing of this matter. Set this tool, I guess. Get the archer range. I'm gonna keep this barracks just simply because we could lose Baragond or Boromir at any time. Faramir is a different question. Once I get that boy, I'm getting rid of that archer range. Did I just hear a troll? Oh, Shiza. Fall back! Run away! We're going to build this border stronghold up and we're going to get Imrahil. Imrahil! Imrahil! Oh no, they're not going to beat me here. No, 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 no. No, you're not.
No! I had the loveliest dream last night.
Oh, you poisoned me. Alright, go back. You're not taking this outpost from me. The power of units alone, you will not take this border stronghold. You will need heroes, which you do not have. That's just rude. Just for that, you're going to get a lone tower put on your ass. Get on there. Get Faramir while we're waiting. I had the loveliest dream last night. Ah, troll! Baragond, you're good at this. You got a spear, right? You can kill him off just by walking into you. Yeah, trolls. Despite the fact that we're playing on the hero, legendary heroes, look at that damage he's dealing. Normally that would have killed Baragond. Thank goodness we had this. And yeah, I can't recruit anything from the Errand Riders either. That classes recruitment, and that would be cheating. That would be going against the rules of the challenge.
Where are we going?
Sorry if this is a law question, but was Denethor forced to come to madness, or did he lose hope and just wish to be left alone thinking it's hopeless? It's actually a mix of both. What happened was, he would scry into the Palantir, and Sauron would look back. He actually had a Palantir, the Ithilstone. Not Ithilstone, the Anor Stone. Minas Anor, because that's what Minas Tirith used to be called. Minas Anor, the Tower of the Sun. Minas Tirith is called the Tower of the Guard. If you want to know that. But yeah, Denethor succumbed to madness from seeing the endless hordes of Mordor that Sauron presented to him. But because of that, it just sent him to hopelessness. The fact he didn't just instantly die from that kind of thing, Denethor is actually a really powerful man. Do not underestimate Denethor. The fact he managed to commune with Sauron, where even Aragorn struggled. Even Aragorn struggled to commune with Sauron, but Denethor did. Denethor openly talked with Sauron, is what I believe. It's kind of mentioned a bit in the books. It's you definitely get more information from the books than you would from the movies. Because in the movies they did kind of portray Denethor as a crazy old man, which, to be fair, he was at that point.
I'd give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
Ah, Camor the Easterling, he reflects damage. Kill him quickly.
Leave none standing.
Yeah, I believe Camor at level 10. Actually, no, Camor when he's got his armor can reflect all damage dealt. Not all damage dealt to him, but a portion of all damage dealt to him. So Imrahil, what does he do? Since you've hardly ever seen me use him, plus 15 attack power as well as armor for soldiers of the fiefdom. More attack power or more defense. Imrahil dashes through enemy lines, treading on his powerful hooves, only useful on a horse. Discipline and his soldiers of Dol Amroth even reserves even the worst of damage. For a short time, troops of Dol Amroth near Imrahil will heal themselves with every attack. Again, not useful in a hero stack. But then the Etheling Guard are good. It's basically a guard unit that gets stronger when he gets stronger. Oh no, it just makes him stronger even. Only one battalion are allowed once. And yet, if he's mounted, they'll come out mounted. They'll come dismounted if he's dismounted. And I'm going to use that because it does not class as me recruiting units. I'm not to pay any cost to do it. It's something that's directly linked to a hero, so I'm allowed to use it.
So quiet.
That is my ruling. If you want to try this without that little rule, you can. I'm using it with that rule because I won the Etheling Guard. They're really cool, and I hardly ever get to use them. Now I'll get Gandalf the White. I'll get Grand Harvest first, and then make all my buildings tier 3 outside.
I've always been taller than you.
I've always been taller than you. Yeah, Mordor heroes are annoying. That's their purpose, because otherwise Mordor would be either too reliant on their heroes, or they would never need to use their heroes. I always seem to use some of their heroes. Obviously, I get Sauron, because without Sauron, you're half a faction, which I'll talk more about in their. I'm going to call it an overview, not a guide, but an overview. When I eventually do get to Mordor and such. That will be in the not distant, but definitely not close future.
We must hold them off.
I do love speaking in riddles. Yeah, there's no way they'll destroy this without an army of trolls. Another rule I was thinking of adding is I can create like units that have a restriction on them, because then it gives me more chances to do things. But to be fair, Gondor doesn't need that extra thing. I believe I know for a fact some factions would, like probably Lothlorien, because they get 2 different types of heroic units. Or I could also do this with Arnor, just with my hands behind my back. Honestly. So it's so easy to do this kind of thing with Gondor, because all their heroes are really good, and a lot of them are really cheap. Which you may think, oh, cheap heroes, they're going to be only good at one thing. Well, when you give them the extra buffs from Legendary, Have you ever used Ring Boromir's Guardians of the White City unit? I have. Obviously, you need to get Boromir Ring Hero to do it, which I actually released a video on last Wednesday. I'm speaking in the future for those when this video does come out for YouTube. But yeah, Gondor, Boromir's Guardians of the White City unit are really good. I've also used them in the Defend the Shire map, which I have also thought of going back to. There's a lot of stuff in the Edain mod. I've been back in the Edain mod for months now, and I can still say there's still so much I have not shown yet. There's still so much I haven't gotten round to. Okay, we're getting G'd out. The White. Oh yeah, Gandalf the Challenge Master with heroic units is possibly the most stupidly powerful hero in the game. Because think of his normal abilities, how they deal moderate damage to most things. When that power has been buffed by like say 20 or 30% by Gandalf the White, actually no, how much is it? 100% bonus, and then by like another 100% bonus because that's what heroes get when they're in Legendary Heroes mode. Yeah. Yeah, just imagine how powerful Gandalf the Challenge Master really is. Comprehend his power. It is unlimited. Yeah, look at that troll. Normally I'd be terrified to see a troll up front of all my heroes like that, but on this map, in this battle, not a chance. I have no fear. Yeah, one faction I'd have very big trouble with trying to do this with would be Lothlorien. Because a lot of Lothlorien's roster requires well, a lot of Lothlorien's roster, a lot of Lothlorien's heroes are quite expensive, and they all revolve around Galadriel. I think their cheapest hero, except for Rúmen Lorifin, is Haldir, and he's 1800. Meanwhile, we have 150, 1300, 1700, 1700, 1700, 2000, 4000, 3000 for Aragorn. And then that's all our heroes, I believe. I haven't missed anyone, have I? No, this is the last hero. We're checking over the barracks.
Our forces are under attack!
Word has reached my ears.
I'd give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
So quiet.
Path of the Edain playthrough. I've tried doing that. It will require me to have some friends to play with. I make it sound like I have no friends. I'm sorry, but I have tried it before. I've looked at other people playing it. I honestly have no real attraction to it. It reminds me of a map back in the good old days of BFME 2, vanilla. And yeah, I'm not sure about it. You may go no further. You will not enter Gondor.
I don't want to be in a battle, but waiting on the edge of
Now, do we just kill Gondor now, Mordor now, or do we get everyone leveled up to level 10?
Leave none standing!
I had the loveliest dream last night.
All that can be spared behind.
This was your idea!
So, Lightning Soul, you'd think, okay, this is going to do a decent amount of damage. Let's see how much damage it does when powered up by legendary heroes. Yeah, it's still about what I expected. The worst thing is it actually hits some of the barricades.
I'd give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
Oh, Mouth of Sauron. Well, that concludes negotiations. Gandalf, get in there.
You will not enter Gondor.
Something I'd be eager to see is the enlargeress of the Age of the Ring mod with this kind of thing. I think that would be stupidly good because just Arwen alone with all the buffs she gives to all the heroes is incredible. Oh yeah, play the Eagles. They're heroes, so imagine how much damage they can deal now. Still nothing. Well, I got my hopes up, and that's pretty much what I expected. Yeah, the Eagles are not a... despite the fact they're on the aggressive side of the power tree, they are nothing like the Age of the Ring Eagles. These Eagles are actually balanced. Sorry, now I'm just flaming the Age of the Ring mod for no reason.
This is our land. Hidden in the shadows.
Oh, we got a shout for Gondor at least once. Come on, AI, give me something. I've already taken the whole map. Doesn't want to cement that control. Oh no, the Eagles. Yeah, Eagles are a thing that's only for dealing with for an enemy army that doesn't have archers, or just to cause disarray, which makes Gondor really difficult to play against because. Oh yeah, all heroes invulnerable. Do you think that's fair? No? Good, because it's not meant to be. Like, all of our heroes are currently invulnerable that were around Baragon at the time of his power being used. Saviour of Trouble. All nearby allied buildings and heroes become invulnerable for 30 seconds. Fallen members of allied troops near the target building a hero regenerate for 30 seconds. Summons Guardians of the White Company to aid target hero or building. And these Guardians are not like the Guardians of that we had before that were all spearmen. These guys are a little bit more. They're archers. Which you might think, okay, so how are they good here? They're not. I love hyping things up and then expecting someone to say, oh, that's really good. No, it's not. Okay, Answer. Hope your shift goes well. Pleasure to have you.
This is indeed.
I think we're about to finish up this skirmish now. And then we might try another Legendary Heroes.
You will not enter Gondor.
Nothing shall stand before us.
Lightning Sword! Our damage seems to have scaled up a bit. I remember actually playing with a friend recently using using Mordor, Mouth of Sauron, against Gulzar. So, you know, Morgul Hexerai versus just Gulzar's lightning. And you'll not believe the fun I had. I had so much fun. It was so much fun. In fact, I'm actually going to play Angmar next. I'm going to do Angmar Heroes, because I'd say they're the second faction that's the easiest to do this with.
This is our land.
I can't think of who else is really good at this, other than those two. Other than these two, Gondor and Angmar. Isengard doesn't have that many heroes that do well on their own. Ugluk can only heal himself and... who's his name? Oh yeah, himself, Morher, and Lurtz.
How did they die? I'd give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
Oh, was not even focusing the Nazgul and the Nazgul died. Faramir, you better not die on me, I can't get you back. Run away. Run away, you coward.
Our people must survive.
Yeah, let's pretend this actually does something for me. It just gives him a nice aura. And then he's healing troops. Can we not actually destroy this citadel? That is disgusting. I find that is disgusting. Yeah, let's get out of the base, because we're not doing anything here right now. We're just kind of existing, we're not doing anything. And I've got all this money, I can't do anything with it. That's the one thing with this kind of strategy. If no heroes die, you just have a crap ton of money
I'd give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
at the end, and you just don't know what to do with it, because you can't spend it on units. You want to, but you can't.
How did they die?
So let's have a look at how much these farms are making currently, while Faramir slowly dies. I'm waiting. What we got? 47. That's considering we have quite a lot of quite a lot of resource structures everywhere. So we are losing quite a lot of money to just the supply lines.
Sets its will against us.
Get some rest.
They are the mask.
There was this large barn full of people.
Living Moddb.
And then you were sick.
Aragorn's now in his 2 towers garb. Throw a dagger at them. Kill 5 of them. Oh, you only killed 1. You disappoint me. That's it. For Gondor! For Gondor! For Gondor! This isn't cheating! I'm going to put all my buffs onto them.
You have my sword.
From the ashes of fire shall go
Let's throw them in.
light from the shadows of spring.
Renewed shall be blade that was broken, but crownless again shall be king.
Shall be
Oh yeah, Faramir's leadership. I've been told about this. All our units gain resistance and infantry gain damage. Oh, okay. So infantry just gain damage and cavalry just gain armor. I thought it was its ability would change depending upon what he was what stance he was in. I believe that used to be the old Edain way. I guess they did change it. I probably knew about this and completely forgot. But I was talking the other day about it and thinking, okay, what exactly is Faramir's leadership? 'Cause I never remember it. But now I know. It's pretty medium. In all honesty, it is pretty medium. Oh, Gandalf, Historia Light, that's the way.
Aim for their hearts. They may be near.
Dark fire shall not avail you, flame of Udun.
This is indeed the will of the council. Gondor will see that.
To be fair, another faction that could do this really well, but it would take a lot of setup, would be Imladris. So a lot of the heroes are very expensive, but they are also really good.
I'd give anything for a whiff of old Toby.
If I do it on a castle map start, it would give me pretty much enough time to settle before they start getting siege, so I can go for all heroes. The only problem is though, once I did get there, they'd have siege, and siege is always a problem.
We are called to honor.
There was this large barn.
Then again, we'll see.
Then
Always something we can test in the future.
Quickly now.
Yeah, definitely next we're going to be playing with Angmar.
The loveliest dream last night.
That is my choice. And while the Citadel is building up, we're going to destroy this barracks, so they can't build any more troops. How are the two that had the least amount of health?
this large barn.
God damn it!
Then
You sorry fool. Can I get Army of the Dead now, please? I know it won't help me win, but it'll make me feel better. Because they do 0 damage to buildings. If you've seen the times I've played against Gondor, seen Army of the Dead, you should know they deal 0 damage to buildings. But to be fair, so does everything else I currently have, so you can't lose when you can't win.
They're attacking the farms.
Yeah, we're slowly doing it. We're slowly doing it. Lightning Soul will help.
Place in this world.
LNDL!
I had the loveliest dream last night.
And let them rebuild that fortress. Don't you dare let them rebuild. Not this time, you don't. And there goes AOD. There goes their camp. And now we just destroy what's left of them.
Gondor has me.
One's gone off for Gondor again. Borom's going to get his shield out and get proper pissed.
Now is our time.
Faramir, you might as well do it once. Wounding arrow! Yeah, you killed a guy.
I will
Congratulations.
lead you.
Do you want a medal? Have you shown your quality yet, Faramir? Nah, Faramir did great. All the heroes did great because they've all been super buffed.
So quiet.
No, actually, no. Do I want to play anymore? Actually, I don't because I've played Gondor. Oh, yeah, no. I'm going to play someone else. I'm going to play as another faction. Might be Rohan. Might be Rohan I play next because I was thinking, oh, I'll just play Angmar, but I remembered, oh wait, I've already played Angmar last week. And I played Gondor last week.
You were sick.
I might play Moddb actually. I don't. I'll think of a faction to play as. I'll think of one. I'll think of one eventually. But I just don't know yet. That only took half an hour. Not bad.